guys, just come in to do the washing up. Snoop's hoovering the floor. I dropped a little bit of rice on the floor. It's good boy. Right, time wise, it's 10 past 10. Right, please Snoop. Snoopy, move. Thank you. Right, so it's going to be bedtime in a second. Just got to do the washing up first. I haven't got to make sandwiches tonight because I've got some rice left over from dinner. So I've just put that in a container. So I'll take that to work with me tomorrow and just reheat it. So that's good. I've been on YouTube. I've been going through some messages. I also went on to just YouTube in general. From there, watching a sketch of outtakes from Peter Sellers. Oh, absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. They say the old ones are the best, and they really are. Right. Oh, just dropped my glove. Hang on. There's a good boy, Snoopers. Fantastic. 2 days to go, guys. It's all downhill. I'll just move the camera a little bit further over. The boys have been up the garden, but I'll probably let them up again just before I put them to bed. Right, go and sit yourself down for the moment, Snoop. There's no more food. Snoop has been grazing because I dropped a little bit of rice on the floor. It's all gone now. Skippy's just gone up. So we've both had our baths and our showers and our apple pies and strawberries and ice cream. So it's all done. Won't be long before the schools go back, will it? Cool, the roads will be busy again then. It's funny how when the schools knock off, how the roads do go quieter. Quite noticeably around Cambridge. Oh, that's something I've done tonight as well. I had to make an appointment for a blood test. Now, I've got a choice of where I go. Because I live in West Suffolk, I can go to West Suffolk Hospital. I can go to, where was the other ones? Newmarket was another one. There's lots of choices, so you have to decide which one you'd like to go to. And you can do it on, it says you can do it 24/7, and there's a phone number. So I phoned this phone number up, and the phone, it says, if you want to book a blood test, press 1. So I pressed 1. Then it takes you to another message. It says, enter your date of birth, followed by star. So you do that. Then what's the next thing it says? It said, next question was, where would you like to go for your blood test? You had to select which hospital or health centre you wanted to go to. And then it would start saying to you about times, and it would say you can have an appointment AM or PM, so you had to say whether you wanted one in the morning or the afternoon. And then it said, you can have an appointment on, and it will give you a date, something like the 10th of the 9th, or it said the 10th of September at 11 o'clock. And if that was no good, you could push 1, and it would give you another time. And so I did that. Oh, it took for ages. It took ages. Oh dear. I've done it, but what a palaver. I think next time I'll wait for them to actually be, I'll take the form with me to work and I'll just phone from work. But I thought I could do it from home. I thought it was going to be on the internet, but it isn't. It's like a phone service you do. So I'm all booked anyway. I've got myself booked in, and I've booked it the same day that I've got to have my blood test done. Not my blood test. My meeting with the nurse about my blood pressure issues I've got. I've got to go see a nurse at my surgery, and I booked the blood test for the same day in the morning as well. So I've got the doctor's first thing in the morning at 9 o'clock, and the blood test is at 11 o'clock. And then when I check my phone for missed calls, I've got a missed call there from my asthma nurse. And I thought, oh no. Sounds like my asthma nurse, because I usually have a once yearly checkup with my asthma nurse. And I reckon that's what that is. That's come up as well. So I've got everything's come up at once. So, and I've got a dentist appointment this month as well. September. So September I've got 3 appointments so far. And I might have another appointment with my asthma nurse, I don't know yet. So yeah, they've all come at once, but what a palaver. Absolute palaver. Anyway, we did it. Never again. That's the thing with making appointments now, or getting forms or paperwork. Everything's done online, isn't it? Which is all well and good if you're good at computers, or if you've got a computer. But if you haven't, and a lot of the older generation aren't interested in computers. I know my mum isn't. She goes along with it because my dad's a techno whiz, and well, he likes to think he is, and he will embrace technology, but he hasn't got a clue how it works. And then he guides my mum into it, telling her it will make things easier, and it never is. It always becomes overcomplicated. And my mum just wishes she could just have a normal telephone at home that you can turn the dial or push the button. She doesn't like technology like it is now. And I can understand that, because it's really difficult. If you've got a problem, you try and find somebody you can phone up and speak to now, because it's all done online and you have to do it online. Oh, it's an absolute pain. Or even just to find a phone number to phone somebody up is almost impossible. Everything's online. Yeah. And that's something I noticed about tea breaks. Many years ago, I was working for Toyota at the time. And that's when mobile phones really seemed to take off. And everybody who I worked with had a mobile phone except me. And every time it got to a tea break, as soon as they sat down, out would come the phones. And the art of conversation just died, because everybody would be doing their own thing on their phone, be it online gaming, or phoning up somebody, or messaging somebody, or doing some investigation. But nobody spoke anymore. You sat there and everybody was on their phone. It hasn't changed, it's the same now. Everybody's got their phone out. As soon as you sit down for your tea break, everybody checks their messages, sends messages, makes calls. And I'm no better. I'm the same, because I'll go on, I'll check some of my messages on my YouTube, I'll check my emails, I'll send messages to Skippy, things like that. So I'm no better than the rest. But that's the way things seem to have gone now. Yeah. I don't know if it's a good thing. I don't think it is, because the art of conversation really dies, doesn't it? And I can remember when they first started talking about computers in the motor trade, they said, oh, paperwork, there'll never be any more paperwork, you won't have any more paperwork, it'll all be done on the computer. What a load of rubbish that was. My goodness me, we do more paperwork now than we've ever done before. Everything has to have a hard copy. You can't just have it on the computer. There's got to be like a job card. That's got to be kept. It's got to be kept for so many years. And all the relevant paperwork that goes with it has got to be kept as well. I hear my fridge making all them funny noises. Sounds like it's got asthma. Right, let's do these. Yeah, the joys of technology. Oh dear. It's only getting worse as well, isn't it? You all know it's getting worse. I know it's getting worse. Every time I go to another site, there's always something different on the computer you've got to learn. And all the, because we deal with multiple franchises, they're all different. Every single one of them is different. Just got a message pop up on my phone from Martin. Now Martin is one of my subscribers, and he lives in Northern Ireland. And the way he messages me in the morning, says good morning, and then he'll always message me at night, say good night. So I'll answer that one later on. But he does watch the videos as well, so he's seen me talking about this as well. There we go. Right, now what we're going to do, how are we going to do? I think I'll do the big plates first, the little dishes afterwards. Yeah. Try and make some room. Then I'll sort the boys out. And like I said, I haven't got to do any sandwiches. When I went and saw my mum, I went and saw my mum Monday. Myself and Skippy had come back from Ely, and I said to Skippy when we got home, I said, would you like me to go and collect your... She left a cardigan at my mum and dad's on the Sunday. I said, would you like me to go and collect the card? He said, oh yes please. So I messaged my dad. I said, is it okay if I pop up and collect the cardigan please? And he said, yes, pop up anytime. So I went up there. I was greeted by my mum. And she said, there you go. She said, oh, I've got a little present for you. I said, oh good, what's that? And she gave me a pack of butter, real butter. I don't get real butter, obviously, guys, but my mum has always got real butter. She goes, I picked this one up by mistake, she said, it's not the usual one we get. She said, so, would you like it? I said, oh yes, I said, that's lovely, I'll use that up. And I brought it home and Skippy's been having it with everything, she loves it. She's going to have me converted to real butter soon. But my mum was always a great one for real butter. She loved gold top milk, that's when you used to get your milk delivered. She always had to have the gold top milk, you know, the one with the cream on the top. And she liked her real butter. Yeah. Not margarine. That's something I used to love at work as well. When I worked for Toyota in Colchester many years ago, there was one of the valeters used to come in. He used to bring muffins in, and he used to bring them in the tea room, and the toaster we'd got at work at the time took muffins. It was a big one, and he used to cook these muffins up in the tea room in the morning, and the smell was fantastic. And he used to get them out, put them on a plate, and he used to get this big block of butter out, and he used to put loads of butter on it. You know what it's like when you bite into a muffin and it's got loads of butter on it? It kind of oozes out either side of your lips. And he used to make all these muffins up. He used to put a whole plate of them on the table for us. He used to make them up. Oh, they were gorgeous. You grabbed them when they were hot. They were lovely. Oh, that was really nice. And that, funny enough, is the last time I ate muffins. And I left that job in 2008. So was that 17 years ago? Oh my goodness me. Doesn't seem possible, all those years. And I always remember jobs by registration. So I remember when I start a job because that's when such and such a reg was out, and I leave when another reg is out. And I always remembered that. That's a weird one. I don't know why it was like that. So, yeah. And I remember people it used to be a big thing. I don't know whether it's as much of a big thing now, but it used to be a big thing back in the day that people wanted to have the newest registration. And on the day of the launch, say the 1st of August or whatever it was, they'd be there first thing in the morning to pick up their brand new cars. They had to be first to get their brand new cars on the road. Yeah, and I can remember them. I can remember working at Vauxhall's, and I can remember they had a real bumpy year one year. They had the cars lined up in the yard ready to go out, and there must have been about 20 or 30 cars to go out on the day. It was quite a big day for the sales department, all these cars going out. And I can remember them all going out, and they were not a very reliable car, these Vauxhalls. They were pretty poor. And they'd all come and pick their cars up, and they'd all come first thing in the morning to get the cars. Come the afternoon, they'd all be coming back with a list of problems, squeaks, rattles, things might not be working. They've got a warning light on or something. It's always something. They were terrible things. They were just so unreliable. Oh dear. And you always remember specific models. I remember when I worked for Toyota, they had a car called the Yaris Verso, and I hated them with a passion. They were always driven by elderly people, and they were an ugly looking car to start with, And I can remember my dad said he liked the look of them, and I said, no, you don't want one of those. Why not? He said. I said, they're so ugly. He said, oh, I like the look of them. I think they look nice. I went, no, don't you get one of those. But yeah, there's always, the manufacturers, some of them make some cracking cars and others make some awful looking cars. And you think these manufacturers, they've researched the market and come up with a particular model or a particular colour. And you think, how on earth did they get to pick that colour? It would be a horrible colour. And you think, oh no, who would buy that? And they sell the flipping things. I can remember my daughter bought a green Mazda 2. She asked me if I'd go and look at the car with her, so I said yes, not a problem. And it was at a place called Red Lodge, just outside Newmarket. So we go over there, and I've got the address. We tapped it in on the sat nav. We found it easy enough, and we pull up, and there's this horrible green car, and it's like it was like one of those marker pen greens, a real bold green. And I pulled up. I said, "Oh my goodness!" I said, "Look at that! What a horrible colour." She said, "Oh, I love it," she said. She bought it. And I said, "You'll never sell it." And she did. She did. She sold it to a relation. And it went wrong. Never sell a car to a relation, guys. Because it will always come back and bite you. However good it is, something will always go wrong when you sell it to a relation. And then you feel really guilty that you've sold them a car that's gone wrong. So don't do it. Oh dear. I can remember my dad had what was it? It was a Rover 213. He had it for years. We went and bought it from a trade centre. It was a garage that dealt in ex-company cars. And I went with did I go with my dad? No, my dad went and picked this up himself. There's a Rover 213, really nice, in a red, lovely car. He didn't have any trouble with that car at all, not a bean of trouble. And he had it for years. He must have had it for about 5 years. And then he decided it was about time he changed his car. So I went with him over to the car auctions at Freighting, which is outside Colchester. And we found this, it was a Vauxhall Cavalier, and he bought this Vauxhall Cavalier. And his old Rover, he decided he was going to, I don't know if he gave it to my elder sister or if he sold it to her very cheap, but my elder sister had it. And she was chuffed as nuts because this thing was so reliable. Yeah, righto. As soon as she got it, everything went wrong with it. It was like one thing after another. And it wasn't so good. Which is a shame, because when my dad had it, there wasn't anything going. It's the difference between drivers, though, is that some people drive more aggressively and they probably create more faults. My dad wasn't an aggressive driver. He'd get in it, drive to Tesco's, park up, do his shopping, get back in the car and drive home. He didn't go and do anything arduous or ask the car to do anything difficult. And as soon as my sister got it, yeah, everything started going wrong. It'd be one thing after another. And I think my dad felt guilty. Right, I have got a saucepan on the cooker that needs cleaning, but what I've done with that's the one I had my rice in. I've cleaned out the loose stuff and I've soaked it. And I'll do that in the morning. I'll leave that soak overnight, and that'll be nice and soft in the morning, because some of the rice is baked on the bottom of the saucepan. On the saucepan. Right, that's it. All done. I've filled up the boys' water bowl, so I've just got to get the boys up the garden, and then put them to bed. That's it. And I've had a shower, so I've literally got to go upstairs, get changed, do my teeth, and I can get in bed as well, so that'd be lovely. Right, let's get this show on the road, guys. Done? There we go. It goes there. I was looking up dates on the calendar because I was doing my booking for my blood test. I've got my calendar down in front of me and I was going through it, just looking at the dates I've got booked. September's pretty full now already. October, I've got a week off in October, which is 20th to the 24th or something like that. Let me have a look at this calendar. This one hasn't got the dates highlighted, but I know which weeks it is. August, September, it's October I'm looking for. September, October. I think I've got the week, the 20th, Monday the 20th to Friday the 24th off. The 25th, which is the weekend before I go back to work, that's when I want to go to Sutton Coldfield and meet all my meet and greeters. We went there November last year. Do you remember that? November last year? It's a long time ago now, but yes, we're nearly there again. And I did say to them at the time, we've got to do this again, and that's when I'm going to do it. So if there's anybody here from my Sutton Coldfield group, it will be on the 25th, Saturday the 25th of October. That's when I want to do this meet and greet. So hopefully being a Saturday, that will be more suitable to people as well, because last time we did the meeting was on a Friday and some people couldn't come because of that. So the date we've chosen is the 25th. I've pinned it on the calendar in the front room, and I will get in touch with my Sutton Coldfield meet and greeters to let them know the date and see if we can get the ball rolling. But yes, that's going to be my meet and greet. That will probably be about the only one I'm going to do this year, because I've used all my holiday up with what happened in February, where I had to have a couple of weeks off, and then other things I've had to do. Yeah, my holiday just disappeared. And this last week in October, I've saved that especially for October, because that's when it's Skippy's birthday. So I've got a week off which covers Skippy's birthday, and we're going to go away over towards Morecambe, sort of Morecambe Blackpool way. That's where we're going to go. We haven't booked anything yet, we've got to still do that. But that's where we're going to go. And then on that Saturday, the 25th of October, that's when I want to do the meet and greet at Sutton Coldfield. So mark that in your diaries, and that's when we're going to be doing that one. Right, let me take this apron off. I'll take my glasses off before I pull them off. That's better. We get these boys sorted out now. I think they're probably on the sofa. Let's have a look. Where are they? Yeah, Snoop. Can you see Snoop on the sofa? And Sooty's down on the floor, just there, look. So they're both in here waiting. They know it's bedtime. They know they're going to get a biscuit. They'll soon come as soon as I call them. Right, that's done. We are officially done. Right, I'll just fill the kettle up for tomorrow. Turn that off. There we go. Right, that's ready for tomorrow morning. That's for my shave. If I turn this round this way, I'll get that back door open. You should see the boys come through. Keys are in the door, yes. Right, guys, you're going to go up the garden for me, please? Here they come. Come on in. Off you go. Good boys, Snoop. Go on, Soot, off you go. Good boys. Mild out there, it's nice and mild, it's not cold. I don't know if it's going to rain anymore tonight. It did rain, the ground is damp. It's not wet, but the ground is still damp. So we did get a little bit. It'd be nice if we could have a bit more, especially overnight, it'd be really nice. Right, let's get the biscuits lined up, and then I can make the boys' bed up. Here comes somebody at Snoopers. And where's that Soot? Where's that little Sooty gone? Where is he? Right, I've got the biscuits. Let's go in the doggy day room. Do you want to go out again? Go on then. Snoop's gone out again. Oh, no, he's back. Here he comes. Hang on, Snoop, I've got to put your blanket on. Oh, Sooty, you're there as well. Okay, get these out of the way, guys. Right, down you get Snoop. Snoopy, get down. Good boys. And up you get. Okay, and that one's for you. Here you go, Sooty. This one's, whoops, this one's for you, sir. There you go, sir. Right, the boys have got their biscuits. I'll let you watch those while I sort the doors out. Right, that's it. Right, good boys. No, not my dummy. Sleep tight, fellas. You be good. Right, boys are sorted. Got the cardy. Let's go upstairs. Skippy's already gone up. Okay, no, not my darlings. Sleep tight. Right, they're sorted. Right, time now. 25 to 11. It's not too bad. I'll just shorten the selfie stick and I can carry it up the stairs without kicking it. A little bit more. There we go. There, how's that? That's better. Right. And that one. Oh, I've turned the shower off. And we are up. There we go. Right, guys. It's bed. Oh, it's been a good. It's been a lazy evening. I haven't done a lot today. Not like I usually do. We didn't go out for a walk this evening, mainly because it looked so bad. It looked quite threatening, and it did rain. Here, is that better? Yeah, I think so. Right, so I'm going to go to bed now. So I'll do my usual. I'll put a video on for you in the morning, my music video. See if I might sneak another one in there for you somewhere, and I'll do a couple of videos during the day. Then we can have our chat. So tomorrow is Friday Eve. Yes. So yeah, it's coming round quick. It was always going to be a short week, so yeah. Right, so I'm going to sign out now. I love you all to death, and I shall put this one on for you, and I shall speak to you guys tomorrow. Okay, bye.